London, and he took the time to research flights and print it out, and research the Savoy and print it out. And there were different not excursions, but there were different things that you could do. You could go see the Tower of London. You could go see Buckingham Palace, changing of the guard. We could go have high tea at certain places. He was like, I don't really want to go, but I know you're dying to go. So he was like, you know I love you, and I would do anything for you. Blah blah black sheep, have you any wool? And so he was like, I'm going to take you to London in July. The trip did not include Paris. That's fine. But I was so excited. So excited. And so this is the beginning of March. I was like, this is great. Hopefully this happens. I knew I
Okay, guys. Nobody's in the chat. Nobody's watching at the moment. But I'm gonna get started in a few. I just wanted to pause that so that I can put a disclaimer. This, what you hear in the background, is for fair use only. I do not own the copyrights to this recording, the audio, the video. I am playing it off of, golly, where's my glasses? I can't see. Oh, can't see. Ooh, come on. Hold on. What? Bourbon Bougie? I don't know if I'm saying that correctly. Golly, I think it's Bourbon Bougie. Okay. Well, anyways, if you guys are looking to watch the entire 50 50 story time videos or TikTok story time videos, it is available on YouTube. Bourbon Bougie, I don't know, but I will confirm it later. Had took the initiative, okay, because I don't have a TikTok. I know y'all seen that I had one in the past, but I haven't had one probably in like 6+ months. So yeah, there's that. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, it's all available on YouTube. So I've been listening to it, homing in on it and getting my thoughts. So I just want to do a live reaction. I'm right now on parts 19 through 25. Okay. And yeah, I'm just going to kind of give you guys my opinion as I listen. But once again, I don't own the copyrights. Everything that is said here is my opinion. You may not like what you have to hear when you come here, okay? But it's my opinion. My opinions are not facts, but in my head and in my mind and in my world, I believe they are, okay? Because I feel like I'm a pretty logical, well-rounded, logical thinker. You know what I'm saying? So anyways, we're just going to chime in, and then we're not going to listen to the whole thing, but I am in the process of doing my lashes. So in that time, I want to, kill a few birds. I probably shouldn't say that. That sounds awful. A few stones? Like, what's the expression? I can't even think of it. But, yeah, so let's get back into this. So this is by Atessa Ressa. You guys are honestly not even sure. It's my daughter's phone. What the freak? What they got going on? Like, what do these kids have going on? Let's
renew my passport. And he was saying that he had to renew his passport as well because his passport had expired. So both of us were like, okay, we need to get on this if we're going to try to make it to London in July, and it's now March. Me being the planner I am, I think I went to work the next day and printed out the passport applications so that we can fill it out and go ahead and get that process going. So, needless to say, something must have happened, and I don't remember what it was. We just simply didn't fill out the application for the passport. So, fast forward, we're now
Rest
at
of Tessa.
mid-March.
Sorry,
Mid-March,
guys.
the decision was made that my mom, who lived in Arkansas, was coming to visit
Can you hear the
us.
background?
She would be
Welcome.
coming, I believe, the
Can you hear the
7th of
background?
April, and she was going to stay a week, and then a few days. So, like, maybe a total of 9 days. Not quite 2 weeks, but a little over a week.
Please feel free to leave
So
your
she's coming in
opinions,
April,
your
and I was
viewpoints,
excited.
your
Nisha was excited. She was excited
observations.
to physically
Please
meet
feel
my
free to
mom.
leave all
He
of
had
that.
talked to her on Zoom. He had talked to her on
Why
the
the F
phone,
did I get
but he was
married?
excited to
Please feel free
physically
to
meet my
leave
mom.
all that
And my
in the
mom
chat,
was
in the
excited
comment
to
box,
physically meet her son-in-law.
because we about to get
So
into it
this is mid-March. Um,
as I
I'm
finish doing
going
my
to go
lashes.
into part 22 where I explain what happened with Facebook Messenger.
So once again, I'm listening. Like, I don't have a
Part 22,
TikTok,
who the fuck did I marry?
but
So now
I'm
we're in March.
listening
This
via
is right after
YouTube.
he had surprised me with the announcement of we're going to go to London for a trip in July. Because we definitely didn't do a honeymoon. We definitely didn't do any sort of trips together. So the idea was we're going to do a trip in July together. One thing about Legion was that
What's that
he
name
was the
for him?
guy who was like, I
Legion.
have nothing to hide. I don't lie. I don't like liars. If we're in a relationship, then
That's how he
everything should be out in the open.
That's
So
how he
I've
talk.
always had his cell phone passcode.
Ooh, so
Never
did
felt the need
I.
to look through his cell phone. And funny enough, I can tell y'all right now, disclaimer, I will never go through a cell phone again. You cheat in peace. So anyway.
I did it one time.
So
That
one
was the
day,
first and
this
last.
is mid-March, so like around March 20th. So we're heading in towards the end of the month. He was in the shower. Keep in mind, my mom is coming for a visit in April. So he was in the shower, and he received a text message on his phone from a woman. The text message, because it was a preview, so the text message was something where if you didn't know the context of the text thread, you could either go left or you could go right with it. So me being just curious, I opened up the phone, put the passcode in, read the text, then read the thread. Come to find out, it was a text from his aunt. His aunt and his ex share the same name. That's why I say it could go left or it could go right. Text was from the aunt.
Has that been confirmed?
I looked at the text, went through the thread, nothing in there. So I went ahead, X out of the messages. I see that he has Facebook Messenger downloaded.
Here we go.
And obviously it shows you the number of unread messages in the icon. So it showed
I do just
he had
enough.
like 5 unread messages. So I clicked on it, just being nosy. And what do my wondering astigmatism eyes see?
I can relate to astigmatism.
So in his Facebook Messenger is about 7 women. I can see their profile picture and I see their names. Some of them had a preview. The ones that he had not read, I could see the preview of the message. One in particular said, when are you going to come get this?
I would have been like, tomorrow.
Y'all know what I'm talking about. So I clicked on that one first. And I'm reading through the thread. And so she's saying, when are you going to come get this? But earlier in the thread or further back in the thread, he had asked her, when are you going to give me? And she said, when lockdown is over.
Like on Christmas.
So from what I could piece together, he had not yet physically gotten with her. But had there been no COVID,
I was like, as soon as the pandemic is over.
The other messages were innuendos.
Because nigga, why are you asking me that?
Innuendos. They were not as graphic as the one between him and her.
What y'all think so far?
I'm reading these messages.
Yes, whoever gave me that
and
like thing.
what is interesting is that the person
If you're
I am
here,
married to
please
is
thumbs up,
not
like
the
it, please.
person in these messages.
Yo, I'm
Like,
so
this man
like
was on
pro
some
with these
nasty
lashes. Like,
shit.
this
And
is
I
the
say
fastest I
nasty,
did my lashes. Like,
not
this
in a
is crazy.
judgmental way, but in a, with me,
I've been
he
doing
seemed to
my
act
own
as if I
lashes
was
for a
damn near
minute
virginal
now.
white. And
I even
clearly
have
see
like
evidence
a
that you into some
endorsement
shit that with me, you
partnership
acting like,
with
nah,
a
I ain't
lash
really into
company
that.
because of one of my lash
So,
videos.
I
Goalie
confronted him.
eyelash,
I
period.
absolutely confronted him and was like, "What the fuck is this? If 2 + 2 is 4 and 5 + 5 is 10, what the fuck is this?"
I'm gonna give her
And
grace.
so he did not, you know, oh, that ain't what happened, blah blah blah. Instead, what he hit me with is, man, I was just playing around. Like, ain't nothing happened. You know, I shouldn't have said all that, but I was just flirting. It ain't mean nothing. I don't even know that girl.
I wish a nigga would give me an excuse of why he and another chick face. I wish a nigga would.
Like, no, it's not.
Oh, it wasn't nothing. You know, one day hold on real quick. I was pregnant, and I was at Dave & Buster's with my BD. Pregnant. Do you know this girl walked up to him and hugged him? Why the F did I get married? Or not? That's why I didn't. Okay? Yeah. I was like, he walked clean off. I'm like, who is that? Like, I know I was off to the side a little bit because, you know, we was doing a game thing, but she just, girl, do you not see this pregnant woman standing over here near him? Like, I don't even remember who the girl was, but what I do remember is I recognized her from the high. That's all I remember. But I'm like, this girl got some mother effing nerve. People say want to try you when you freaking pregnant. I ain't even gonna lie. I think all of this. Okay, this is what I'm like. I'm just filling in my lashes right now. But yeah, like, I wish I would. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Chris? Chris Walsh TV. I'm sorry I've been busy with writing lyrics. I'm proud of you. You ain't gotta apologize for elevating. I support that. But yeah, what it is? What it is, yo? Oh, what's up? Yeah, I'm sorry. She said something that just brought back a memory, and I'm pretty sure if you're watching this, you probably have the same kind of vibe. You know what I'm saying? You probably feeling the same type of way. She hitting points, but let's be for real. We're gonna give her grace because she specifically asked for grace. You know what I'm saying? And I know the type of grace she's seeking because I asked for the same grace. You know what I'm saying? The only way I'm able to give that grace is because oh, thank you, cute nails. I did them myself, period. Thank you. Oh, thank you, Michaela. Why are you so pretty? That's so sweet. Thank you. Shancia Harris. Hey. Oh yeah, I'm going in. I don't even know where I was at, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna tell y'all, I do that a lot. I lose my train of thought a lot. Like, it'd be so funny, you know. Like, yesterday I was on the phone FaceTime with my big sis Lana, and I was at my little sister's house across the hall, right? So I got this whole story, and I'm telling, but we get so distracted that we end up going left. But me and my sister has this joke, like, you know what I mean, where we acknowledge it. Because, you know, like, instead of trying to play it off, because, like, we used to say, like, dumb stuff. Like, if I realized, like, I forgot what I was talking about, like, I would be like, and it has a motor on it. Like, something totally random, had nothing to do with nothing, but I'm trying to save face. So we just decided like we're not gonna do that. We just gonna be like, yo, I forgot where I was at. What did I say? Cause it do be embarrassing. I ain't gonna lie. Cause it be like, dang, like what was I just saying? I forgot the point I was going to make. I forgot where I was going with this. But any event, that's my life as a cover girl. Can I please get some likes, you guys? So you guys are coming in and out, showing me love in the comment section, which I greatly appreciate. But can I please get some likes, pretty please? Pretty please. That would be love. All right, so let's get back into this is my little glue tray. They dry so fast. And I had this glue I had like a subscription, so they just kept sending them. So I got like mad glue for no reason.
What pissed me off the most was that here I am as a woman behaving, trying to do the right thing by him and this marriage. And you mean to tell me you out here offering your dingaling to random chicks that you don't even know? I was more angry at the fact that I'm like, dude, do you know how much
thumbs up, please? Thumbs up, thumbs up.
In order to be faithful to your dumb ass. And I'm seeing that you basically are out here acting like you got Skittles taste the rainbow.
What does that mean? Acting like you got Skittles taste the rainbow.
I thought about getting my lick back. I just being honest, I did. And he played it off like it ain't nothing serious. It ain't nothing serious. Don't overreact. Don't get emotional. It was just dumb. He was like, I will delete the messages. I'll even delete Messenger. And I
you said okay.
Like, that's really not good enough because that's not gonna fix the root of the issue. So this is where she was too passive aggressive for a very long time. Boy, can I relate. We didn't have any issue doing marriage counseling. We did not do premarital counseling. But he was like, that's fine. He was like, I don't have no problem doing marriage counseling because if anything, it can help us. So I thought that, okay, he may not have physically cheated from what I can see on the messenger. He may not have physically cheated, but he damn sure got caught, doing a little something. Because they had exchanged pictures. So y'all know what pictures he sent.
The D pictures.
Because I don't like men that send those type of pictures. But anyway, that's another issue.
All right, pause. So she said she don't like men that send them type of pictures. Them D pictures, them unprovoked nudes, them eggplants that's giving pencil, that's giving ruler, those pictures. Thankfully, I don't get those anymore because I set the tone so many years ago. I used to have a lot of male gay friends, and every time that I got a picture unprovoked, not asked, I'll just forward it to them because like, how you like now? You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't ask for that. That was disrespectful now. But that's back when I was ruthless, back in 2009, 10, yeah. But I don't get any DPs at all because they know better. Period. Literally, like on every platform I've been on now. You weirdos in the comments that's not used to me, I get it, but I'm gonna tell you one thing about me. I set the tone everywhere I go. So if you don't know, then you'll know. You'll know eventually, like what type of woman I am. And very much so, very well respected. I give y'all that. Once y'all like get an idea how I roll, y'all respect me a lot, and I appreciate that. But yeah, I don't like unsolicited D pics. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't like it. Not for me at all. God dang, this thing dries so fast. All right, let's get back to the audio. I'm just doing commentary on Ressa Tessa. Once again, I'm watching it on a YouTube channel that I have. My sister put me on because I don't have a TikTok, and I started to ignore it, but we'll get into all that later. Let's just give some more commentary. Obviously, we won't do the whole thing. Like right now, I'm on part 19 to 25. So clearly I'm not going to be reviewing everything, but I'm going to just, I'm going to follow the story or whatever. Okay, we're going to see what it's given.
We agree that
some more glue.
We also agreed that
Can you
we
guys
would
hear her
put
in the
on a
back?
united front when my mom got there. In other words, we were not going to argue. We, let's just act like everything is fine. But at that point, when my
Thanks,
mother
Kamal.
arrived in April, I could not stand him. I did not want to be, but we couldn't.
Hold on. That was important.
Like men that send, I don't like men that send those type of pictures. But anyway, that's another issue. So we agreed that we would start marriage counseling. We also
Can I get some
agreed
thumbs ups,
that we
please?
would put on a united front when my mom got there.
Yeah.
In other words, we were not going to argue. We, let's just act like everything is fine. But at that point, when my mother arrived in April, I could not stand him. I did not want to be, but we couldn't. He moved back into our bedroom because he had moved into the guest bedroom when I saw the messages. Like 3 days before she came, he moved back into the bedroom because obviously she needed to sleep somewhere. So I really could not stand him. And it was
Hold on.
I was busy second guessing myself.
Hold on. She thinks she's slick. She said that he was in the guest bedroom. He moved into the guest bedroom. Like, she was on some, like, period. But what is clear, or unclear rather, did you make him go in the guest bedroom? Did you still want to sleep with him, or he did that on his own? Like, once you found out about him cheating, it's been this whole thing. Did he say, I'm going to just give you your space and I'm going to just go in the guest bedroom? Or did you say, no, you not sleeping in here. You better go sleep in the guest bedroom. Like, she left that part out. Just like she left out, like, so in the beginning, okay, pause real quick. Because, your girl went to school for psychology, so, like, stop, okay? Stop. Cut it out, okay? In the beginning, she was talking about how, like, they weren't having, I don't have no sex. They weren't having any sex at all. Was not having any sex at all. Like, they're super heavy into church, spirituality, religion, Christianity, like that type of thing. Take it supposedly very serious. But then all of a sudden, midway through her little stories, it's like, I got pregnant. It's like, wait, whoa. When did you start having sex? You left that part out. You too busy telling them other little details. When did you start having sex? Because you made it a point to point out the fact that you wasn't having sex at some particular time. And the next particular time, you pregnant. Like, I gotta start letting people fast talk, y'all. That's all I'm saying. Period. Okay? What am I doing? This ain't no motherfucking Snapchat. I'm like, period.
Like, damn, what's wrong with me? Like, if that's what you into, and I'm supposed to be your wife, like, let's have conversations. Like,
period.
Let's
have a ponderosa.
I understand some stuff, buddy. So it just was one of those things where it made me second guess, like, what's wrong with me? What did I do wrong? What is it that she got that I don't?
Pause. I had those same emotions, those same feelings, those same exact questions. And those questions are very valid. Like, don't get it twisted. You have to start challenging yourself. When the heart and the mind is at war, you have to start challenging yourself, because it's like, this motherfucker got me effed up. She did make a good point, like, in one of these videos. She did make a good point. Guys, please, if you are here, please leave a thumbs up. Please, anybody that comes across this, if you see this, please leave a thumbs up. Pretty please. Greatly appreciate it. From Qatar, love from Qatar. I have no idea where that's from, but I'm going to look it up. Hamada Deja. Excuse me. Sorry. What she do? I got the hiccups. My sister pointed it out. She was like, every video she had to excuse because she got the hiccups. I'm like, that ain't the hiccups. She has an acid reflux. It was giving acid reflux. Excuse me. Got the hiccups. No, but I really did I don't know what that was. Oh, I had food today. Let me scroll in the comments real quick because once again I forgot what I was talking about. Oh, Chris Walsh, you got 42 more songs to write. I'm so proud of you. Yo, that is so dope. Chris Walsh TV. That is so dope. I'm so proud of you. Just based on our last, communication in the live before the most recent one, to see that you like literally like taking my advice and, putting some action behind that. That is so mother freaking dope. Like, I look forward to hearing it, seeing you produce it, however you may want to go to execute it. I look forward to seeing it. Do I have a son? Yes, I have two sons. Shansia Harris. Yeah, sorry. Okay, yeah, clock it. The T, Kamal, Canty, Das. Good morning. Okay, so it's morning. What time? What time zone are you guys in? What time is it right now? Where you are? Where you all that are watching are at? Can you drop it in the chat, please? Because I just got a good morning, and right now it is 11 o'clock. It's 11 o'clock. So that's dope. That's my goal to get to a different time zone. I have not traveled outside of my current time zone, even though I've been outside the country. So that's definitely a goal of mine. Your channel, I'm a like, comment done, period. Come on. Thank you. Thank you. Love you too. Thank you so much for the support. Yeah, but I forgot where I was at earlier, so we just gonna hold on. I'm trying to think about it. Do I have enough brain capacity to figure it out where I was at? I don't know. 7:01. Okay. In the morning or at night? Hamada, Deja. Like button, please, guys. Morning. Wow. Where are you from? Hamada, Deja. Where are you from? It's morning time. That is so dope. Well, I'm from the U.S., the States. But that's all I'll give you. One day I'll be living in like many other countries. Okay, I'm gonna be one of those me and my kids while they're still young. Oh yeah, okay. So you're the one. Okay, I'm sorry. I did see that. But where is that at? Qatar. I don't even know if I'm saying it correctly. Qatar. 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 I don't know. I don't know if I'm saying it correct. Hey, Theron Lindsay. Hello, hello, hello again. Welcome back. Period. Can you like? Can you like? Can you throw me some thumbs? Can you throw me some thumbs? Pretty please. Baby, please. There's seven people right now viewing. I can't see who you all are unless you're showing love. Like in the comments. But can we get some likes? I only have 2 likes. That's insanity. All right, let's get back to this. Oh, Arab, Middle East, period. Very rich country, Alex. I know that's right, period. That's honestly, that's where that's the levels I'm trying to reach. I want me a little Middle Eastern man, you know what I mean? Because y'all sexy over there. Y'all literally just my type. Okay? Just don't be crazy now. I seen Devil's Double. Did you guys see Devil's Double before? That is a dope movie. I need to watch it again. All right, I added too many short lashes here. Don't like that. But it is what it is. Let me just leave this eye alone for now. Because also you guys got to remember, this keeps hitting it. My hair has oil in it. So it just changes the anatomy of these faux lashes. So I'm kind of doing my lashes here at the same time. Come to Qatar. Maybe one day, one day, you never know. One day I might not. One day. Sorry, it's the glue. You guys want to know what glue I use? Now that I ran out of Goalie eyelash glue. This is Kiss Eye Envy Long Lasting Individual Adhesive Waterproof. I like this glue because For one, it does not burn your eyes when you know what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? Key thing is keep it above the water line. Once you hit that little pink thingy right there, it's over. It may not burn, but it will bother you because once that glue dries, it will feel like something is in your eye the entire time. So you definitely want to keep it above that pink water line. You know what I'm saying? You just do it right behind it, as you can see there. And you're good. You're not like, thrown off or distracted. You are so beautiful so much. Thank you. Y'all like my nails? Thank you. Y'all, I did my nails. I did my nails just like I'm doing my lashes, just like I did my hair, period. And I know how to do finances, period. And I'm analytical as F. That's why I get paid to do, okay, period. Thank you, Amir. Thank you. You're so beautiful. Thank you. Can I get some more likes? Actions speak louder than words. The like button means, when you speak it, you gotta put some action behind it. No, this is a celibacy ring. I'm not married. This is a celibacy ring. Yes, give her like, period. Let it be known, Amir. Am I seeing it correctly? Do I like Latinos? I like everybody, like I'm not one of those people that like have a preference. Like more so now, I want to broaden my horizons. I'm more so focused on dating, interracially. And I don't just mean white or European, it can be an African man, like just someone from a different culture that gives me something different, a different background, a different tradition, a different lifestyle. Introduce me to a different, way of living. Like I don't necessarily have to agree with it, but somebody that introduced something different, for me. I'm tired of what I've been getting over here in the States. So interracially born and raised is more so what I want, period, like for me. And I don't care about us being a bazillion miles away because I need that. I got 4 kids, so we gotta ease our way into love. Cause what she doing over here? I'm from the States, babe. Give me a shout out, please. You are so beautiful. Did you give me a like? Give me a like. I'll give you a shout out. Thank you so much. We can make Blaxicans. Oh shoot. I'm a mother of 4. I'm not having any more kids. Sorry. You say you from Cali, live in Tennessee. Period. I want to go to Nashville. My best friend went last year. We were supposed to go together. Well, we talked about going together. We wasn't supposed to go. But she did go. And, she had a time, but I think we would have a better time if we go together. Period. What part of Tennessee? You say you was there last night. That's the only part I would go. Maybe we should talk and know each other. So one thing you guys need to know about me, I don't do the online dating thing. I don't do the... Oh, how do you pronounce that? Chatokunga. How do you pronounce that? I don't know how you pronounce that. But back to what I was saying. I don't do the online dating thing. Like I will communicate, engage. It's teaching me how to engage, moving forward when I finally do get a man back, involved in my life and so on and so forth. But no. Did you not, are you not like listening? Like she met the guy off of Hinge. Like I'm on a dating app, but I'm just literally on it for like literally just to pass time. Like I don't be on it every day. I don't even know the last time I was on it, but like literally when I'm bored, I just like, oh. And I just literally just be deleting people all the time. Can I get some likes? Period. No, I'm not meeting anybody. Like the only way you're gonna meet me is if you run into me organically. And if you all the way from Tennessee and I magically see you over here, you might not want to make yourself known. Put it like that. So I don't be on that weird shit at all. But yeah, so anyways, let's get back into the commentary so I can get back into these lashes.
Because you all out here willy nilly, messaging
And
her
please
all
feel free
hours
to
of the night. 'Cause
leave
the
your
thread went
thoughts.
back quite a few weeks. I saw it in March. There were messages from December, November. So
Yeah.
again, I'm just second guessing all kinds of stuff, self-esteem taking a hit. So no, I did not want to be around him. I did not want. I didn't like him.
Self-esteem taking a
Period. I
hit.
did not like him. I left and I would
Didn't
just
like
go for a
him.
drive because driving clears my mind. I called my aunt, told her what happened. I don't recommend that. I don't recommend calling family to tell them what's going on in your marriage. But I called my aunt, and my aunt lovingly was like,
She acted like her marriage was worth keeping a secret. Like, either way, the outcome was going to be the outcome. You better had told your aunt so you can get some sound advice because clearly you're not thinking correctly. Like, what the freak? Anyways, back.
what do you want me to say? You
That's
married
true.
him. He ain't your boyfriend. Y'all can't just break up. That's the hard part about marriage. Is like, I mean, yeah, I guess you could leave him, but at the same time, you married him. So, honey, you gonna have to go back home. And y'all are gonna have to figure this out. She was like, I can't give you advice on what you should do. I'm sorry that this happened, but you married him.
That tough love is good
So,
every time.
Even though it was just one drive, I went back home, and that's
Stink
when the
face.
discussion was, we need to do marriage counseling. Part 23. Who the fuck did I marry? So
My dad.
we agreed to do marriage counseling. I had found a pastor and his
Okay, let me
wife
do that.
who agreed to do our counseling, basically. Our counseling was going to be on Zoom.
This
and
would
it was
be
gonna
harder
every
to
other
do,
week,
honestly.
every other Tuesday.
It just be harder.
Initially, Legion was
Look, see, already messing up.
participating in it. His body language seemed to be that he was open and receptive to the marriage counseling. Now, the pastor and his wife were deeply concerned at the fact that we had only been married 3 months and we were already dealing with some form of infidelity. We were in marriage counseling, and as the pastor would put it, there seems to not be any sort of intimacy. They were concerned. Rightfully so, I think.
Wait. She said they were in marriage counseling, I guess, from the pastor and his wife, period. I feel like if I was married, I definitely would want counsel from somebody that has a successful marriage, may or may not have been through some things. Because I don't believe that you have to go through struggle, love, but, definitely face some adversities, nonetheless. No marriage is perfect, right? That's what they say. But another thing is, so I do feel like it should be somebody like more so someone that can relate to me. Unless I feel like there's like an age factor. Like you need two different types of people to advise you. A couple. See, I'm just trying to get it together. I'm trying to get my life, y'all. Trying to get my life. I'm about to lose what I was just saying. It's about to happen again. I'm so sorry about that. But basically, just a couple that are like spiritual leaders, not somebody that's too religious based. Like, I can't do nobody that's cookie cutter. That ain't for me. I don't want that. If you're just hopping in the chat, in the live, thank you so much for stopping by, and please leave your footprints by liking the video. Pretty please. So yeah, anyway, oh god, this was a perfectly good one. It just got messed up. Yeah, this is how it goes when you do it yourself. So yeah, I would want like a spiritual leader, and I would also want to make sure that I have one that's older, and one that's younger. Like somebody my age group and someone older than my mother or roughly around my mom, depending on how long they've been married, you know. Because you want that insight, you need that insight, but you also have to be careful who you getting it from. There's people that are married that allows different things in their marriages that you wouldn't, and they will convince you like, oh, you know, this is marriage and this is what marriage is about. Like, I just rather like certain I don't know who this is, but bye. Yeah, you gotta go. God, my life as a cover girl. Um, but yeah, so for me, I would need a younger crowd because like I feel like there's a lot of wisdom that you can gain from an older couple that are modern, more traditional. Because somebody like me, I am both traditional, contemporary, modern. You know, like you just never know with me when it comes to my morals, my values, my standards, my beliefs. I don't allow anybody to convince me anything otherwise. Like I'm not easily persuaded. I'm not easily persuaded. So I have, not now anyway, like let's get into that, but you know, now that I know my boundaries and I know my red flags and I know what are green flags, I like learn to, you know, stand and act on that. You know what I'm saying? So for me, something that's very important is to have a younger crowd, a younger couple, married couple that is into social media and things of that nature, because I feel like social media for me in my past relationship has been the biggest downfall. You know what I'm saying? Like it's the reason why behind a lot of pain that I've been through, you know, and not having somebody that can relate to that um is definitely, you know, it doesn't work for you. Not when you're into social media, like somebody like me, like I get paid to be on social media. I'm an influencer, whether y'all like it or not. Let's just see. I gotta move this up fast. Okay, okay, yeah. This eye is so hard to do. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I hate doing this eye. God dang it. Just don't let me be great. It doesn't let me be great. Can I get a like? Can I get at least one like? One more like, please. Don't worry, there's plenty where that came from. That's a shame. Um, but yeah, I personally had experienced a lot of pain behind social media, behind just technology, emails, secret emails. Like, I thought you had a case with that nigga. You emailing him innuendos. Anyway, I cannot do this. Let's get back to some commentary.
Would be if they knew what was going on within those 3 months. So, the pastor and his wife, it is fair to note, we started counseling with them in the spring. We continued counseling with them up until a week before I found out what I found out, and he got kicked out.
She keeps saying I found out what I found out. I can't wait to find out what it is.
One of the first
you got a kid, a baby on the way.
The pastor kind of talked to us about was, you know, what was the deal with the Facebook Messenger stuff? And Legion was like, it was stupid. I shouldn't have done it. I cannot do this to save. It was just, it really was just attention, and I got carried away. He felt like he was not going to, he kept saying, I'm not going to keep apologizing. I'm not going to keep getting persecuted. After I told you, I'm sorry, I told you I wouldn't do it again, and I want us to move forward. I'm not going to keep apologizing.
I'm not going to keep getting persecuted after I told you. After you told me what? You sorry? Can y'all stop? Men and women, ladies and gents, can you guys stop trying to decide how soon somebody should heal from your trauma? You projected your trauma on me. I'm traumatized physically to the core. And you think that I should have got over it by now. Like, what the freak is your problem? I'm not going to keep apologizing. You should go into this knowing that it's going to be a long time. It's going to take some time. If you want to put in this work, after I told you it's going to take a while for me to heal. But the thing about me is, like, if I see that you are, like, literally doing what you need to do and you are genuinely remorseful, only because I displayed that. I have did the unimaginable, the unthinkable, the thing that you wouldn't, and I ain't talking about cheating, the thing that you shouldn't even forgive somebody for. But guess what? That was my first and last time. You're not remorseful if you keep repeating the same pattern. You know what I'm saying? So clearly you aren't sorry because you keep doing it. And I'm supposed to just get over it. And by now, I'm traumatized by your trauma. Like, what the freak? Doesn't make sense at all. I keep doing that. I ain't.
You're going to forgive me or you're not. Pastor was like, wow, the audacity is real on this one. So,
that's what you call it, real.
We started moving slowly forward. It was always in the back of my mind, just like it was in the back of my mind with that black Dodge Charger. It was one of those things where, okay, I see how you kind of are moving and operating. He came to me a few days after we started our first counseling session, and he was like, we should get a joint bank account. What he wanted to do was to each one of us have our own account and to get a joint account for our money to go in there for joint expenses. Now, up until this point, he had been paying the rent, the utilities, and I really was just paying for my stuff. So now he's suggesting, look, we're married now, let's go ahead and get a joint account. I wasn't necessarily against it because I knew that I would still have my own account, I would still have my own savings. So what I countered with was, okay, let's take a look and see what we're working with. Show me your checking, let's look at each other's accounts. Look at what we have currently. He was cool with that. So he shows me his checking account. His checking account available balance was it was just over $9,600. Mine was just over $1,500. So there was a huge disparity in the amounts. And so he logged in on the phone and turned it towards me, and I could see available checking, available balance, just over $9,600. I logged into my savings. I showed him how much I had in savings. He picked up his phone, logged into his Chase savings, turned the phone towards me. In the Chase savings, it was roughly about $15,000.
Jesus.
But I also knew that he told me he had a U.S. bank savings and he had an offshore savings. So at this point in time, I asked him, show me the U.S. bank savings, show me the other two accounts. Okay. He would not do it. This became a huge bone of contention. He would not show me the two accounts that he claims has the most money in there, the accounts that he claims has money for a house in there, because he still was mentioning, hey, we need to get on this house thing we're going to move when the lease is up.
So it was so funny because, like, me and my sister was, like, texting. And it was so funny because I'm like, my sister's like, I just wonder how he got all that money. And I was like, gigolo, male prostitute, easily. Or gay porn, black page. My sister started cracking up. And she was like, no, he gives me like scammer vibes. Like, yeah. But he would have been, the feds would have been investigating him by now. But at the same time, who's to say the feds ain't? She probably just low key dry snitched on somebody the feds been investigating all this time if he is a scammer. You know what I'm saying? So, not thinking of that, I'm literally just thinking like the man is a prostitute. That's it. A nympho, prostitute, schizophrenic, personality disorder. If I had to guess. I went to school for psychology, but I'm definitely not a doctor and I can't diagnose you. But if I had to guess, because guess what? I had to guess about some ex of mine. Turns out, yeah, he had narcissist and schizophrenic, just like I said he was. Just leave that on the table. He came to me and told me that, yeah, you know, they said I was this and that. I'm like, I told you you were that. I'm not stupid. Anyway, let's get back to business.
So I'm just adamant on why don't you want to show me your savings account? You showed me the Chase one, like what is the big deal? And so he kept saying, he was like, there's a lot of money in there. And he was like, and my uncle always taught me, this is not the uncle that died, another uncle. My uncle always told me, you know, just keep your money tight. Because women can be, I said, women. Like, we're married. So, go ahead and show it to me. He would not show it to me.
Women. I
So
said
then we went
women.
back into marriage
I'm so
counseling, like, the
glad
next
when she
session.
got it
And I
together,
bring it up.
she
I
started
said,
giving
he
him the
will not
business.
show me these 2 accounts that he claims has the money in there to buy a house. I told our pastor and his wife, I said, I saw the pre-approval letter, so I don't understand why he's not going to show me, to just put me at ease that he has the money in there. I had never questioned it before because, again, you tell me who in their right mind signs their name to a legally binding offer, an all-cash offer on a house, and they just do it willy-nilly. I don't know anyone that does that. So I actually never questioned what was in the savings
She
because
don't know
I
nobody
clearly
that
saw
does that.
him sign
You.
his name to a $699,000 all-cash offer on a house. If you don't know what I'm talking about, please go back to the parts in this playlist where I talk about what he did when we were looking for a house. So the pastor
A
and his
lot
wife were
that
like,
you allow.
Legion, that's not his name, y'all, that's a nickname. Legion, why would you not show your wife your savings account? Like, what's going on here? And so he made up some bullshit. And I remember the pastor's wife was like, something ain't right. And so at this point, Legion kind of shuts down. He's just like, look, y'all are not gonna tell me when and where I open up my accounts to show anybody the money I earned. I earned that money. I earned that money by playing football, blood, sweat, and tears. He went into this whole Denzel Washington monologue about how he earned that money, and no one is going to come in and tell him that he needs to open up the account. So then he starts talking about the ex-wife and how she tried to get money from him in the divorce back when they were in California. So now the pastor and his wife, their red flags are just like, whoa. So much so that the pastor's wife said, and I will never forget this, she said, I don't think you all are going to make it to January. What she was talking about is, I don't think y'all are going to make it a year. And
wow,
I really truly
she's
was
insensitive.
like, we're going to make it. Like, of course we're going to make it. And she was just like,
pretty.
I don't have a good feeling about it. And so Legion's all defensive. He at this point he's folding his arms and because remember we're on Zoom, he's folding his arms and he's just like, I'm done with this. Like, I'm not gonna get attacked because I'm not comfortable showing you the amount of money that I have. Money changes people. And I'm not comfortable. So he's playing that victim card.
I can't get this open.
And so the pastor and his wife were like, you know, we're still gonna help y'all as much as we can. But so he was like, I'm not comfortable. And basically the pastor and his wife
Ooh, I
were
like how this sticks better.
look,
It
we'll help
holds
y'all as
together
much as we
better.
can. But
See?
there's some deep issues here. And this is what they advised us. Had the two of you came to us for premarital counseling, we would have told you, do not get married.
So let's talk about premarital counseling. Is it in the Bible? No. If you can show me a scripture that the Bible specifies premarital counseling, please do. But whether it does or does not, definitely is needed. Definitely should be required. Because from my understanding, the exercises and the conversations and the detail, the in-depth detail that you dive into when you are in premarital counseling definitely will tell you where it is a safe space for them to advise against the marriage or for the marriage, because these are the people most likely that you want to officiate your wedding. You know what I'm saying? Officiate your marriage, go before God, ordained. So if that person say, I'm not doing this because I personally don't believe that you guys are going to make it to next spring. So premarital counseling for me, I feel like is definitely necessary. The last time I was going to get married, we didn't have that. Honestly, we never had counseling together. And at this point, it didn't even matter whether we did or didn't, if you ask me. See, that motherfucker just pop right off. That's so disrespectful. Why would he do that? Why would... Yeah, so anyway, we didn't have it, but, thank God for his discernment and, stepping in when need be. I think I'm about to stop right here because I can't stop right here. I want to, but I can't. Anyways, yeah, I didn't have the premarital counseling, and I know we were being hasty trying to get married. Definitely wasn't my idea to be hasty and get married. Definitely wanted to give it a year, but somebody else advised that we just go ahead and do it. My whole thing, the only reason why I went along with it is because I know this person is so inconsistent in all his ways. What the Bible say about a man that's inconsistent in all his ways? All his ways. Yeah, so I just was putting my money on, like, I'm gonna see it. It's not gonna happen because he doesn't have that type of commitment. So if he's serious, it's gonna happen because he's committing to it. But if he's not serious, I'm gonna learn that quicker than I realize he is serious, okay? Because a nigga don't commit. I can do this. I'm over it. I want to give up. I think it's a good time to stop. But yeah, so I say all that to say, like, premarital counseling, even though I ain't never been married, but watching people's lives unfold, and there's never been no premarital counseling involved, and also knowing people who did get premarital counseling, and just like my youngest brother, he got premarital counseling with his wife. Mind you, my little brother is different. Like, him and his wife were both virgins up until marriage. Different. You know what I'm saying? And they got premarital counseling, heavily involved in the church. That's why you don't we too much for my little brother, but I don't think that he love us less. It's just we too much for him. Me, the older siblings. But anyways, I believe he was raised very right and just and all that or whatever. I'm gonna stop here because I ain't got time. I can get back to it another time. I have everything I need. Anyways, so yeah, like he, when I was getting married, I, spoke to him and asked him about like premarital counseling. After he got married, I was just like curious, like, does that really work? And he broke it down for me. I was retwisting his locks. And I was just like, yeah, it makes sense that, no matter what, anybody in faith, even though the Bible does not say it, unless you show me otherwise, that premarital counseling should happen before marriage. I do agree whether it's in the Bible or not. Like, you should definitely get that. I'm an advocate for counseling, therapy, sessions in general, self love, anything that has to do with self healing and growth. So I'm an advocate for that. So if that's what you need to do to get on top and get where you need to be, then by God, go do it. 1 second. I'm drinking off camera, in case you guys haven't noticed. So, anyways, can I get another like or two? Since there's 2 people in the chat. Let me see if I missed any comments. No. I think you gave me a like. I love you, Batman. Shout outs to you. Because I think you gave me a like after I requested one for your shout out. Period. Thank you so much. You say you are so beautiful. Thank you so much. Yeah, so that's it. So we are going to wrap this up. I'm going to give it to 11:45. And we're going to wrap this baby up. So let's get back into it. I said I'm going to do that, but I'm really just trying to go through this.
Be together.
Might go on.
That is what the pastor and his wife told us in marriage counseling. If you two had come to us for premarital counseling, we would have told you y'all should not even be together, let alone get married. But here we are. So we will help you guys as much as we can. But the pastor's wife was like, I don't have a good feeling that y'all are going to make it a year.
Let's see how it works with my glasses. Not bad. Excuse me. You know anything associated with
the ones working hard so things can keep running.
The ads
Granger
are hitting. Sorry, I got the hiccup. Just playing. Once again, I don't own the copyrights to anything that you hear. Fair use only.
So, remember, we're in April.
Okay, what she said?
Attacked because I'm not comfortable showing you the amount of money that I have. Money changes people. And I'm not comfortable. So he's playing that victim card. And so the pastor and his wife were like, we're still going to help y'all as much as we can. But so he was like, I'm not comfortable. And basically the pastor and his wife were like, look, we'll help y'all as much as we can. But there's some deep issues here. And, this is what they advised us. Had the two of you came to us for premarital counseling, we would have told you, do not get married. Y'all should not even be together. That is what the pastor and his wife told us in marriage counseling. If you two had come to us for premarital counseling, we would have told you, y'all should not even be together, let alone get married.
Okay.
But here we are. so we will help you guys as much as we can. But the pastor's wife was like, I don't have a good feeling that y'all are gonna make it a year. Part 24, who the fuck did I marry? So, remember, we're in April. We're now moving towards the end of April. And he still did not show me his savings account. Saw the checking, saw the Chase savings. So he decides that we should start looking for a house again. Because my lease was up in August. And I made it very clear that when the lease is up, I am moving. I wanted to move to Cobb County. So he was like, we need to get the ball rolling. I didn't want any parts of it. Didn't want any parts of it. He found a realtor. This time it was a woman. And I believe her name was Amber. I think her name was Amber. So he found a realtor and he told her what the budget was. Amber started finding houses. So please understand, or you don't really have to understand, but I believed he was a sane, rational human being. Sane enough that you would not sign an offer on a home if you didn't have the money. That's what I believed. So when we started working with Amber, I believe showed us 3 or 4 houses. It was not nearly as many as the other realtors got. So one of the houses, absolutely loved.
It's probably like the 34th house.
I really wanted to put in an offer on
she went to see.
I'm going to
34th offer.
The house. Love that house. It was just absolutely beautiful.
Can I get a light?
And
please?
Once again, he wanted to put in an all cash offer on the house. But before he could put in he had told Amber, I want to put in an all cash offer. And what Amber, the woman, was smart enough to say is, okay, let's just go ahead and take it one step at a time. Let's go ahead and get your pre-approval stuff together. She said, I work with a great lender who, if you're not already pre-approved, he can get you pre-approved, no issues. And then if you want to do an all cash offer, then we'll go ahead and get the proof of funds together so that way we can submit it all with your offer. Y'all already know what happened because you remember what happened on the last house with Scott.
It was a lot that happened.
Basically, Legion was like, well, I can get you whatever you need, that's fine. But I really don't want to submit proof of funds unless they accept the offer.
Oh, that. Yeah,
Amber, and I don't know where she is. I don't even know if she'll ever see this video.
Honestly, that part reminds me of E.T. when Rolly was like, who told you? She gave her the look like, you lying to me right now? You really gonna do this right now? She was like, who told you? Why would you attack Natalie? That's what that was giving. What he was giving was E.T. She's like, yeah, my people's from the network.
Anyway, let me keep going and I'll explain why that woman has a special place in my heart. So Amber was like, I totally understand, but this is how we're going to do it. I'm going to need that paperwork, okay? And we'll submit it with your offer. She just simply was like, yeah, this is how we're going to do it. And so
do I look 36?
He did not submit the paperwork when she had asked him to. And I remember I was driving to work and I stopped at the Quick Trip on Upper Riverdale Road in Riverdale, Georgia. And Amber had called me. It was in the morning. She had called me.
Trying to get my face together.
And I believe with all my heart that Amber knew something was up, but she also knew I did not know what was up. So she called me and she was like, I just don't understand. Like, if he has the paperwork, like, you can submit the paperwork. But the issue was the Chase paperwork that I had was from a year prior. So my understanding was that it pretty much was no good at this point.
Null and
Um,
void. That's what
so
you
she
call null
said
and void.
all he has to do is just email it to me or take a picture of. She's like, I just need to know that he's able to back up his offer. And I said, I totally get it.
Been there,
And she
done
was
that.
explaining
That's
some
why.
stuff to me. She was like, he needs to do X, Y, and Z. And so I said to her, I remember I said, I don't know what's going on. I said, I'm going to get down to the bottom of it, but I don't know what's going on. And so let's put a pause on this whole thing.
Yeah.
Let's put a pause on looking at houses. Let's put a pause on getting his pre-approval letter because I'm not sure what's going on. And she got quiet and she said, okay.
Boulevard
I said, "I know this sounds weird."
Skina.
She said, no. She said, that is actually very
What's up,
smart.
Winston?
She said, do you
You tell me. I'm doing the why the F did I get married? So I'm just listening to it and just giving my natural reaction. I'm just listening to it for the first time. But I would love your input. Cause once this wrap up, I want to get into it. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, have you watched it? Hey, what's the verdict, Chrissy? Period. Guilty by association, period. I'm cracking up. Yeah, so have you watched it? Did you see it before? You got a little idea, or like I'm on 19 and 25 now. Just ear hustling. That's it. Ear hustling and just giving commentary. That's it.
search? Let's put a pause on this whole thing. Let's put a pause on looking at houses. Let's put a pause on getting his pre-approval letter because
You need to watch it.
I'm not sure what's going on. And
Pause real quick. You need to watch it because I would love your input. Just somebody that's a thinker, that's well rounded when it comes to analyzing. And yeah, you may have a little emotional aspects in there, but you definitely, for the most part, just like yeah, she's a TikTok lady, but I'm a YouTube chick, so I'm on. I don't have a TikTok that I know of. Like I think I deleted it. I haven't been on it in like 6+ months. But yeah, that story. Only reason why I got into it is because somebody that is not really detailed like I am started talking about it. I've been seeing it. I had no intentions of watching it or listening to it. Because I'm just like, oh, I just assumed it was the show. You know what I'm saying? But when I found out like this is real life and this, that, and the third, and I'm like, oh, this would be good content. This will be good for Thursday Night Live. A good topic. You know what I'm saying? So let's touch on it. And then not only that, I was hearing some stuff that I was like, but at the same time, like, I got questions when it comes to her.
she got quiet.
And
she
answers.
said, okay. I said, and I know this sounds weird. And she said, no. She said, that is actually very smart. She said, do your research.
Hold on.
And if
What was actually very smart?
I'm going to get down to the bottom.
My mirror is over there, so if
But I
I'm
don't
looking
know
over
what's
there, it's
going
because I can
on.
see the
And
TV.
so let's put a pause on this whole thing. Let's put a pause on looking at houses. Let's put a pause on.
It's not even a video. It's literally like mad videos. She has
because
50 TikToks.
I'm not sure.
They condensed it, and they're all like an hour long.
Quiet, and she said,
It's
okay.
a lot.
I said, and I know this sounds weird. And she said, no. She said, that is actually very smart. She
Yeah, I
said,
missed it again. Sorry. This is all we do, like.
Or take a picture of. She's like, I just need to know that he's able to back up his offer. And I said, I totally get it. And she was explaining some stuff to me. She was like, you know, he needs to do X, Y, and Z. And so I said to her, I remember I said, I don't know what's going on. I said,
I don't know
I'm
how
going
to
to get
talk
down
to
to the
you.
bottom of it, but I don't know what's going on. And so let's put a pause on this whole thing.
Honestly, low key,
looking at houses.
Low key. One thing I learned about narcissists, how manipulative they can be, you start to emulate their behaviors. Her. She picked up on a couple of his characteristics that I noticed from the very beginning. The beginning. We're in the end, the beginning. She picked up some of his traits. Narcissistic traits. Not for nothing, but you just gotta listen to the things that she dances around. Like she expresses that she's like direct, and you know, if anybody know, I know. Okay? She expresses one thing, like she makes it like, oh yeah, you know, but she skips over like certain, like, okay, my sister's like, I know you'll love her because she's detailed like you, but she ain't detailed enough. That's that 52 fake out. I'm so serious. Like, she has a bit of who the F you think you fooling. You're literally mimicking his ways. And low-key, I feel like she has a strong attachment to him still. Like, my sister, we went back and forth about it. You say you don't know how I do it. How I do what? I do it like this. Say. No, but she has some narcissistic traits. And she's emulating. I'm not gonna say Stockholm syndrome. Yeah. We can start. We can go there if you want to, because I was a victim of it. So I can see, but I can't at the same time. Like I feel like that's pretty much all of us. And the only reason why I feel like it's fair to question her motives is because it's fair. Like, if you gonna put the tea out like that, put it all out. I am so surface level. This is like closer to the Earth's core. Like, she's past surface level, okay? Like, but she makes it her business to play the, once again, I know I was an idiot. Like, that's her safe haven by convincing us that she knows she's an idiot. We all were idiots. You're gonna have this. What else she got? Okay. Her thing for me, that is a tick for me, is that she puts it out there on the forefront as if she's like, I'm owning it, I'm sucking it up, but there are like still missing pieces to the puzzle that if you were as detailed as she portrays, there wouldn't be any questions. Gaston. She's leaving out, I'm not going to say she's leaving out pointing. She has a lot of pointers, but she has adopted his manipulative traits. She is literally exercising what he used on her on everybody else that has an ear to hear. Okay? That's what I get from her. And you always got somebody like me somewhere, like 1 in 1 millionth. Okay? Somebody like me that's like a psychology major dropout. That's like, who she be? And not only that, she even says it. So I know how she coming. Early on in her video, she says like, "Oh, I minor in psychology. No, I didn't receive da 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 da, but I know." And that's like my like go-to thing to say because I want you to understand. I know. So with me hearing her say that, she's definitely playing a game on everybody. And I ain't mad at her, but I ain't gonna act like I'm her and her ex-husband or whatever. But that's another thing. Like I was saying, like she's still attached to her ex-husband because she still refers to him as her ex-husband. And my sister's like, oh, like no. I'm telling you, psychologically, I was calling this man daddy for years. But once I detached myself from that man, it was blank, whatever his name is. So much so that he hated it. He hated hearing me say that because it's like he's not used to hearing me say his name like that. So she met this guy early 2020 and decided to move in together early 2020 before the world shut down during COVID. Yeah, I heard enough. No, she decided to move in right after. I'm not gonna lie, she's not the only story I heard that, couples decided to like quarantine together. I honestly think that's cute. What I didn't like is, well, obviously I wouldn't do that because I have kids, but she don't have any children. If that's the lifestyle you wanted to live at that time and you just ready to see where it goes, more power to you. But personally, for me, I definitely wouldn't move like that. But I've always been a mother. So I just think of safety and all that automatically. So I would have never done it. But at the same time, I respect it. You were all for it. What I didn't like is when she said that they were walking hand in hand into, I don't know if it was AutoZone or like where the freak ever, wherever she went after they met, when they supposed to have their date night, that first time they met each other physically, and they were holding hands. Me, don't touch me. I'm not just meeting you, and you think it's okay to caress this skin. It's not okay. It's not okay. It's soft like butter. It's giving very much so brown sugar, caramel, golden bronze. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's giving golden globe. Like, it's giving a little bit of everything. Like, no, you're not allowed to touch me like that. Like, we not about to be an item and I don't even know you. Like, we're courting, we're vetting, we're pursuing. That's what the day one. No, you're not getting no, we're up to see the winter. That's what she was doing. Ex-husband is different. Daddy terminology. Okay, so because I literally had daddy terminology. And I see everywhere that a lot of people cringe. Even when I used to call my baby dad daddy, a lot of people cringed. And I didn't understand why. Like, I didn't get it. But I get it now because it's like I'm on the outside looking in. But if you were the inside looking out, like, you would know, like, it had nothing to do with daddy issues. I had 2 dads. The only reason why I called him daddy literally is because once I got pregnant by him, mind you, I got 3 kids with this nigga. Once I got pregnant by him, it was just like a nickname I gave him. Like, because I always gave people nicknames. Like, I never called people by their preferred name. Like, I always had like a unique name to call you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I always put my little extra, like, you know it's me. You know what I'm saying? So that was the situation. Like I only started calling him daddy because I got pregnant by him. So that's just what it was. Like people were like, ew, why you do that? And I'm like, what is the problem? Now that I don't call nobody daddy, I would never call another man I would never call another man daddy again. Simply because I wore that name out. Physically, metaphorically, a word out. But that wasn't my background to that terminology. So I just wanted to put that out there because I don't think a lot of people know that. Like people that know me and know, like, people always used to, like, I don't even, they probably thought he was a king. Like it was never given king. I just called him daddy literally because he was my baby dad. And instead of saying baby dad, like I just say daddy. Like that's just literally all it was. And he was my man, but it was never like, it wasn't, it was given that, but that's not why I was calling him that. Of course at some point it was given that, but that's not why. So anyways, let's get back into this. I just need you to listen to what you hear and respond based off of what she said. They met in 2020 March. Yes, she found out she was pregnant in April. My first baby with my last baby dad, 8 years. 8 years later. 8 years. 8 years after I met him, after we were together, and yeah, 8 years later. I can't relate, but we'll get back to that. Let's see what she got to say.
Let's put a pause on.
She always want to put a pause
getting
on
his
something.
pre-approval letter because I'm not sure what's going on. And she got quiet. And she said, okay. I said, and I know this sounds weird. And she said, no. She said, that is actually very smart. She said, do your research. And if I can be of assistance, call me. She said, whether you buy a house with him or you buy a house on your own, I will be more than happy to represent you. I don't know where Amber is today. But that one sentence, I felt like just woman to woman, she was basically telling me something ain't right. Baby, something ain't right. And now you need to open your eyes. I'll be more than happy to work with you.
If you open your eyes.
Together,
I'll be happy to work with you if you open your eyes.
Whether you buy a house or not, do your research and then let me know what I can do. That was our conversation.
$100,000. That's what you can do. $100,000.
That was the last time that we worked with any sort of realtor. That was the last time that we looked at any sort of house.
Girl, okay, wait. First of all, pause.
And I don't know.
That was the last time they looked at any house. At this point, that was like your 100th house. Do it matter? I mean, yes, there's a lot to celebrate because finally, the quest for a house is over. But she's saying it like, I put my foot down. That's enough. 100 houses later. Okay.
I don't remember exactly what happened.
That's what I be talking about. Like, no, wait. That's what I be talking about. Like, she throws things out there, and the normal person would just be like, yes, you better had. But it's like, wait. 100 years later? I can't talk. I'm definitely over a decade in the game. Okay, she definitely learned way before I did. Don't even have a kid. Okay.
I do know that when I went home, I told him I don't want to look at a house right now. I said I think it's okay if we rent. We'll just find a house in Cobb County and just rent for a year, and let's build. Save some more money. Let's just, let's not worry about buying a house right now. And basically what I was trying to do was save face. because that was the first time with Amber that I actually was embarrassed at the fact that he and I, because I felt like I was complicit in the fact that I'm going to look at houses with him. I felt like
she's like, yo, like, what the freak is your problem? She's trying to act like she's embarrassed all of a sudden after she got to the 100th house. You wasn't embarrassed the first 100 times? You wasn't embarrassed the first time? You waited until the last time you feel like you embarrassed to... She wrote all of this in a diary. No, she had a video diary. I have a video diary too. She has a video diary. She started to record, you know what I'm saying? Like, how I'm doing this, like, I have, like, a lot of videos that I've been recording for years before YouTube on my laptop. Like, that was her thing. But my thing is, all of a sudden, you don't act like that's what it was.
These people's time. I did not mean to waste your time.
She likes to be so, like, justified. Like, I feel like if you were gonna... Okay, no, let's get it twisted. Let's not get it twisted. Let's get it twisted. Let's get it twisted. F it. Let's get it twisted. Me, I talk about what I've been through. Like, my whole niche on my YouTube channel, Chrissy's Unpopular Opinions, has sprouted from a breakup journey, a celibacy journey, a dating journey. All of that has coincided with my story in relation to an ex of mine who I happen to have 3 children by. I'm a mother of 4. Okay? It starts with that. There are also other men I reference, but they don't have segments. There's only 2 different men that I reference. And I find it hilarious because I remember another ex that's like talking about something I said, and I was like, nigga, I wasn't talking about you. It wasn't you. Like, that's not who I was talking about. You know what I mean? But yeah. But there's only 2 men that I reference all the time, with the exception of one other. You know what I'm saying? But, like, don't get it twisted. So, with that being said, when you tell your story in the way that I do or in the way that she does, you have to respect it, because at the end of the day, like, it's very hard and challenging to find a happy medium, a way to express what you've been through with a particular person, knowing that you still have family members of his that you still genuinely love and care about. You have children with this man. I'm gonna leave that one alone. But, like, you genuinely love and respect, you know, what it was for what it was. But also, you weren't able to really express what you were going through during that time, and you were a mute, and, like, you weren't able to express yourself, so you tend to release. And that's what she was doing. That's what this whole 50 TikTok videos that has been condensed on YouTube, whatever her name is, you gotta go back to the beginning of the video. But he said she a dang food. Like, honestly, I think she want us to believe that. I think it's natural for us to believe she's a fool. And, you know, when a lot of people, and this is where I get my 2 cents in, because when I say this, I mean this with so much love that I need people to start waking up and paying attention to. When I say this, I'm fixing my lighting. When I say this, I mean this with love. You said she a dang fool. I say she want us to believe that she's a dang fool. Personally, because for me, I believe it's easy for someone to believe she's a fool. And that's how you master manipulate somebody. I feel like a lot of this is master manipulation. It's a technique that she has